Hey everyone. So, the biggest hurdle that you'll have with identity change is resistance and resistance of entering into the unknown because we don't like it. That's always a kind of the ego defense, though. I kind of always find that the ego always has something against the unknown, and the soul knows different. So what happens in ego time is different to what happens in soul time, and I always talk about that because the heart knows exactly what it came here to experience, and the ego kind of likes to keep us safe. So as soon as we enter into the unknown, it's like that immediate, I'm going to keep you safe, so we're going to keep doing the same thing, and we're not going to change because realistically resistance is what the brain likes to do. So the mind really likes to keep you safe when really debate is this planet the most dangerous planet that we could really live on? And what's next, we don't know. But I'll build in contingency and what that actually means in your identity change, and learning that resistance actually causes more harm than good. So if you actually learn to just be content with whatever comes next and learn to integrate contentment with whatever happens next and learn to get into the flow of life, you learn that resistance is actually very dangerous for you. So identity change, the biggest hurdle will be resistance and walking into the unknown. So learning that and learning how to, it comes down to a lot of different factors. Like a lot of our ancestors didn't do this. There's a lot of resistance because not a lot of people like to walk their own path and be unique and do all of that kind of thing. Like, who does that? It's the same thing. Romance, same thing, where they get rid of all their friends. They don't talk to their friends. It's the same thing. It's been done to absolute death. It's the same shit. We don't ever really encompass the paradigm of friendship. And that friendship is an issue because friendship is not based on true genuine respect and equality these days. So there's a lot of resistance because there's not a lot of support for a lot of people. So, and I've definitely learnt that the hard way. So we'll get into that later, but the biggest hurdle is resistance and walking into the unknown. But that's an ego defense to keep you safe. So as long as we know, okay, I know that I've programmed my ego to keep me safe, and that the heart really wants to experience, life at its full fulfillment, I must learn that contingency is not true. That's root ignorance, okay? So learn that the biggest hurdle is resistance. There's a lot of misunderstandings around identity change. Identity will always be a part of the mind. So learn that resistance can actually cause you quite a lot of harm in this work. So learn to say, okay, the unknown is something that I don't believe in, because you will actually choose a path for yourself, and we'll get into that later. But resistance is what one biggest hurdle that you'll have.